You are a blabbermouth!
This is the 2016 Kia Sorento SUV. If you read the title, you might be wondering why we're comparing this Kia to an Acura RDX. Actually, it has a lot to do with cost. While the base Sorento runs around $27,000, this was the upgraded SXL TGDI. Can you remember all that? With all-wheel drive. So the window sticker tells the story. $45,390. By comparison, this fully loaded Acura RDX we drove last week was $44,340. I know I'm going to get some emails from people telling me that the Kia Sorento and the Acura are two different vehicles, not comparable, but Kia doesn't feel that way, obviously. So now we'll take a closer look at the vehicle itself. We're going to take these headlights out tonight and see how they perform. I think it's dark enough, so let's give these headlights a workout. These are the low beams from a distance of 100 feet. More than adequate. High beams, plenty of light. Although they seem to shoot quite high in the air. We'll see how they do in long distance. Here we have a building 300 feet away with the brights on. Low beams reach out as well. The base engine is a 2.4 liter putting out to 185 horsepower, rated at 21 to 29 mpg. Next up is this 2 liter turbo putting out 240 horsepower, rated at 20 to 27 mpg in two-wheel drive or 19 to 25 in all-wheel drive. For those who want the maximum power, there's a 3.3 liter V6 putting out 290 horsepower at 18 to 26 mpg in two-wheel drive or 17 to 23 mpg in all-wheel drive. All three engines are connected to an automatic transmission with a manual shift override. There's also a drive mode button for economy, normal, or sport driving. So that's where all the neighborhood tires have been disappearing to, I see. This motor is very smooth and quiet, but you pounce on it and that turbo kicks in. The steering has good feel, the ride is firm but comfortable, and we have excellent brakes. So far, all of my driving has been in the city. I'm getting 19.2 mpg. And we're going to have to stop recording this because I see my dream girl driving up ahead. Let's take a peek. This is too good to pass up. Now, to my female viewers and you Christian evangelists out there, I apologize for that horrible nude scene, but I just couldn't resist. If you don't think that's funny, there's something wrong with you. In the meantime, let's look at the cabin. Kia's done a great job with interior design over the years, and this is a very good one too. More than adequate room in the second row for normal adults. A well-designed gauge cluster. Extra large buttons on the bottom left dash. If you wear gloves, you won't have a problem working these. A very simple climate control system with, again, large buttons. Simple to use audio and navigation system. The auto dimming mirror has an on and off switch. All cars should have this, but many of them don't. This one does. A decent sized glove box, but only if you remove this giant owner's manual. Like so. Look at the size of this thing. A decent sized console in the middle. If you order the optional leather, you're going to get some good stuff here. This is very high grade. Better than what I've seen in many German and European cars. The door goes all the way down to the bottom of the vehicle, which is good because there's no shelf for dirt and mud to accumulate and get on your pants. And the rocker panels are narrow, not wide, so again your pants stay clean. This is the way it should be on all vehicles, but often not. Adequate storage in the back with 2 storage compartments, a large one here and some here. Like a pickup truck, the spare tire is full size and located underneath the vehicle. Not much fun getting it out, but it does save a lot of room. There's also a button here that operates the 360-degree camera system, which is very nice. Like so. I just did a highway trip and got 29.0 mpg. I was cheating a bit, doing 60 to 65 miles per hour, but still pretty good. Kia says you can use standard unleaded instead of premium. I'm going to put in some premium just to be safe. For driving on the freeway at 75 miles per hour with high winds and passing every slowpoke on the road, this is the worst we got, 24.2, right on what the EPA says. For light-duty recreational use, the Kia Sorento can be taken off-road. The Sorento does have adequate ground clearance for going off-road. If you order the optional all-wheel drive system, it does offer better traction and loose sand, of course. You do have to be careful when entering dips because there's a lot of body overhang in the front. One point of interest, it's 90 degrees out here right now. But the Sorento thermometer claims it's only 69 degrees outside. Guess I better get my leather jacket, huh? Trust me, it's a lot warmer. I'm getting thirsty, so it's time to get back to civilization. And by the way, the air conditioning in this vehicle works excellent. These air-conditioned seats come in handy too, but since it's only 69 degrees, perhaps I should turn on the heated seats. You want to go in my secret headquarters?
Sure.
They can't hear you.
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, that's better. Oh good, the place is still infested with scorpions. There's a rattlesnake by your foot.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give you $5 if you climb to the top.
Is it sturdy enough?
Well, climb it and see. You set off the burglar alarm. Well, you might have a good view looking up there. We're going to have a better view when you fall down looking at me, so let's get out of here. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Well, doing this desert excursion was fun, but now that I'm home, I want to curl up by the fireplace and have a nice cool drink. So let's wrap this up. Overall, here's my take on the Kia Sorento. Number one, this turbo engine is an excellent power plant and I highly recommend it. On the other hand, if you're going to spend 45 grand for this Kia, you might as well spend another $1,600 to get the V6, get more power, use slightly more fuel, but either choice is fine. Number two, this is an excellent SUV with no flaws worth mentioning. Highly recommended. The less expensive Sorento models with the less powerful engines and the less exotic interiors and two-wheel drive, I have not driven one of those. I don't foresee any issues. The question is, will people spend 45 grand for a Kia Sorento if you can get a Honda Pilot, Toyota Highlander, and Acura RDX for the same price? We already have videos done on the Toyota Highlander and new Honda Pilot, if you want to look those up and watch. And the link for the Acura RDX video is coming up right now, if you want to see how it compares to the Kia Sorento.